Hello and welcome to everybody. Everybody here, everybody in the future who will be watching this later, everybody in the past. Welcome to everybody in the past. Got some news for you. I'll tell you later. Happy to be back with you. I'm going to continue working on the Musical Madness series here. This kind of crazy track I've been working on for a few weeks, which I'm pretty stoked on. It gives me an opportunity to just go full on and just, do everything all the time, which I think is kind of like a trend in my life. I'm always whenever I do something, like I'm trying to create something, I end up trying to put everything in it all the time, often to my detriment, but like here I can really do that and it's great. So we're going to continue working on this. And for anyone who is checking this out now or in the future, please take a look at the links as well that are down in the description of the video. I've got a Discord where you can chat with me about music there. That's always great. And then I've got a course, Musical Warp Drive, that's available as well. The second part will be out in a couple of days. Let's get into it. So I'm going to start with playing through the beat as it is. If you haven't heard it, prepare yourself. If you have, okay, we're ready to go. And yeah, please feel free to chat if you like. I'm happy to talk with everybody. All right, let's make it happen. Yeah, that's the current state of it. For anyone who's been following the series, I've made, a couple changes, nothing major. I had a suggestion last time from Pim, I believe, to double the part in here, which I've done now, and I actually prefer it. I'm going to work on that a little bit today. And otherwise, I think it's mostly the same. Yeah, I think I've basically I haven't changed too much. I've put in a couple extra drum hits or something like that. Doesn't matter. I put some reverb on the snare as well, which it was totally dry before. Shame on me. And yeah, now we're going to just fix up a couple of things in this section, and then we'll move on to the new part, which I have a couple of ideas for. I'm not really sure what direction it's going to take at the moment, but let's find out. So let me play through Let's play through the heavy part one more time, and then I'll have a better idea of what I want to do. Okay, so right now it's a pretty close exact duplicate. Like we have kind of an A part and a B part, comes back A part and a B part. And I just want to make a couple little changes to keep the interest up here. One of them is the crazy little kind of stuff that's going on down here. So that sounds like this. So that stuff, I like it, and I don't want it to be the same on the second go through. So let's just make some quick adjustments to that. I think I'm going to start at the same, baka baka, and then we'll change it up from there. So let's think here. What's the best way to do this? I think what I might do is pull this one over, and let's 30-second notes. Do we really need 30-second notes? I guess so. We'll chop this up. Chop this up, I said. There we go. So let's just see what that does first. Sounds terrible. Okay, we're gonna figure it out. And then maybe here is where we should do. So maybe I can just come in and like make some crazy chops. You know, the kind of chops everybody's into, the crazy chops. Let's just chop this. In fact, let's just do this. This is 30-second notes I'm working on right now. And I should actually be working in like, this thing's kind of like in a triplet thing, right? So I should probably have been chopping those on triplets. Let's do that again. So we're gonna go 16th triplets here. And let's see. I'm just gonna do some rearranging and see what happens with that first of all. Kind of like this. Okay. Interesting. I don't mind it actually. It's kind of weird. Let's see if we can exaggerate it by... I don't know what it is about it that makes me laugh, but I find it pretty funny. I feel like I make some noises like that sometimes when I'm just walking around the house with my mouth. It's not very interesting though. It's kind of just funny. It's not really like cool. Okay, let's try something else. What if I take that and I pitch it up, maybe like 7 semitones, and see what happens. That's fine too, I guess. Welcome to anybody who's new on the stream right now, by the way. Say hello if you're here. I'd love to talk to you. And I'll play the whole track. It was kind of a ghost town here at the start of the stream, so I'm gonna play the track for you now so you can get a sense of what we're even working on. Like that's almost, oh sorry, I should have let it play through, sorry about that. I got distracted, I got excited. How are you, Kim? It's good to see you. Okay, yeah, so it's madness. We know that much anyway, but we're working on this little squiggly do down here. Getting those 16th note triplets in, like all of a sudden, is pretty crazy. So I actually like it. I think that I want to really give space to it. As in, like, mute everything that's gonna hit there, like that. I mean, already it's pretty weird, but that's kind of the idea. Let's see if we can even kind of. I'm not sure exactly what will be best, but it's insane. One thing we could try to do is pitch each of these, like put this at 10, put this at 8. If there's like an automated way to do this, let me know, because that would be way cooler than doing it this way. 4, 2, what's it gonna be next? 0. And then maybe keep the last one at like 7. It's pretty cool. Sure. And do I have any quick reverses? Have we done any like of that in this track? I don't know that we actually have, which is kind of shocking. Okay, so this part is where everything changes, and I want to do something different right off the top. I don't know what that is yet. Possibly. One of the things I've been thinking about is like making this first note super, super short to accentuate, because we do this like poof, wop thing, right? And I kind of feel like the wop is getting, it's not getting enough attention. That's what's happening. And perhaps we can do it by shortening the first note just a little bit, because I'm using like an open hat swap. But if I let the open hat finish earlier, so we could just try, I don't know, I'm just gonna, let's just try this. Make everything really, really short, and I don't know if it's gonna do anything good for us or not, but that's what it's all about. Too short, I think. Yeah, not very cool. Okay, let's try that again. So what can I change about this? I'd like to have some opinions if anyone is even here in the chat. I mean, I know some people are watching, but sometimes you're not chatting, and that's totally fine. I'm just gonna play through this one. I wanna change a little bit of something at the beginning of this bar 19 here, so that the change going into the new chords will be like less abrasive. Not abrasive, but I'm gonna foreshadow it. I guess one thing is I usually have a kind of crash hit right on that snare, which we may as well do here too. Here it is. So let's just copy you, and you can go here. So I wonder if I can like just like switch to a straight rhythm instead of a swung rhythm for a second. Like that could be kind of interesting if it works, I wonder. If we, I think we're purely straight right now. And I guess, yeah. Yeah, it's kind of already, it's already doing that. So. We need some more cymbals. More cymbals always though, right? Isn't that the case? I was working with a guy when I was younger, someone who was kind of mentoring me at the time he's a film and TV composer. And my friends and I were kind of working together in like a writing group, trying to write some music together. And then he was kind of checking it over and giving us some tips. And we gave him this kind of rocky song or something like that. He says, "Where's all the cymbals?" You know, I was putting like crashes at the start of like a chorus or something like that. And he's like, "You got to put way more cymbals in there." That always stuck with me. More cymbals. And actually, when you listen to a lot of drummers, like it's pretty heavy on the cymbals. Depends on the genre, but you know. Okay, so that's feeling a bit better. Let's get some context here. All right. I dig that. So I'm going to just do a little bit more on this descending chord line, and then we will go into the new section, which should be kind of fun. Something I like to do from time to time is these harmonies here. Take a listen. So they end up on a half step. The sharp 4 and the 5 of the chord just like buzzing against each other just to intensify the groove. Groove intensifies. And there's ways that we could even like manipulate that. I wonder about starting them on the buzz like that, and then resolving the buzz over time could be cool, or maybe it's cool to leave the buzz. I'm not quite sure, but we can give it a shot. So we'll probably resolve the one that's on the sharp 4 and resolve it down to a 3. So we can do that with a pitch bend like this. And let's say, let's just try. Maybe that's kind of cool, right? Not really sure if it should happen quick or if it should happen at all, but we'll see. Yeah, that's kind of decent, hey? Maybe even we'll just do it like this, make the whole thing do it, and just bend it. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. I would like an S curve. Perhaps I can make one. Sort of. It's kind of cool. Let's leave it like that for now. Okay, so I've got this happening right here. But we need, like, I think, right now I've got the bass underneath it, this guy. And although I love you, Mr. Bass, we're probably going to use our actual bass to do this thing. The actual bass is this, and he can probably some kind of like cool walk-up situation. The chord is a D major 6/9 sharp 11 something or other. I'm thinking something like this. Nah, maybe just hold it. Anahit, hello, welcome. Nice to have you here. Where are you viewing from? Okay, let's try to figure out, let's get some context and figure out what this bass should do. By the way, anybody new to the stream, please say hello in the chat. I'm happy to chat with you. We've been slow on the chat today, which is fine. I'm happy to monologue too, whatever, that's okay. But, you know, if you're around and you got the chat open, why not? Say what's up. Okay, so this is the spot we're trying to work on. I'm just trying to put some bass on this change. I think we can just like literally hammer on that bass note there. I'm gonna give it a shot. That sort of deal. And maybe, how's that sound? We've been using a septuplet grid for a lot of this stuff, so I might try to roughly stick to that. If you don't know about the septuplet grids, oh shit. Septuplet grid is all about getting like a sort of approximating a slugging or drunken drums, as some people will call it, J Dilla sort of vibe. And, you know, because I'm a nerd, I like to do it the mathematical way because it's fun. So that's one option, is just to pound on that bass note. It's okay. I mean, it's not like the coolest thing. Cool to know about septuplet grid, yeah. The quintuplet grid will approximate it, and the septuplet grid will get it basically perfect. I mean, if you quantize to a septuplet grid and like do the hi-hats, the eighth notes being on the septuplet grid rather than the straight grid, you'll get like a sluggin' sound, basically. So that's one option, is to zoom, doom, 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 doom. The other option would be perhaps, like if we just mute these and pull them down for a minute, we could just do it like on the quarters. That could be cool as well. Ay, ay, ay. It's okay. I'm not sure. Do you guys have a preference? So that's one option. Boom, boom. That one probably makes more sense just because like we're gonna get more divisions nearing the end of the bar, and so maybe starting with wider divisions to begin with will increase the energy as we get closer to the end. So maybe I'll just stick with that for now. Okay, another thing I wanted to do, I'm just going to mute the drums for now because it's going to get annoying to hear them over and over and over again, is I'm going to mute the leads as well. Okay, and just for like my own future reference, so I don't have to go in and figure these out every single time, why don't we just get these chords on a chord track roughly and go from there. So this is A major 7 to A6 minor 6/9 to E major 9, second inversion. Ooh, we got a lot of chords here. Okay, let's make it happen. If we extract these to the chord track, somehow I doubt it's going to get the right names, but you know, we'll just give it a shot. Where do we do that anyway? Event, right? Is that it? Maybe I'm blind. Subvids, yo, welcome. Oh, here we go, extract to chord track. Thomas, I've recently been playing around with the macro toolbar in the edit window with the music editing drop down. Yeah, it's super cool. When I was into, when I got into Studio One version 3, that's when I got into it. I was actually in the macro thing all day, every day, like just making all sorts of cool things. And then when I switched over to 4, for some reason, a bunch of the macros got lost and I've been lazy and I haven't gotten back to it. But actually you can do so many cool things. I have quite a few macros set up still because yeah, you can just do so much stuff that's faster. And once you have a macro set up, you can put a keystroke assignment on it, of course, as well. And Also, I just bought myself a new keyboard, which finally has, I think for like the first time ever in my life, has a number pad on the side, you know, like the whatever digits. And so you can assign whatever keyboard shortcuts to just one of those numbers. Then I don't have to push Control Shift V plus bracket plus whatever. It's just bop, and I can just do all the stuff that way. So that's kind of nice. It got the first chord right, amazingly, A major 7. It's actually, I believe it's A major 9, but, you know, it's just going to ignore that B note. Why not? Let's put that on there. A major 7, 9. Sure, why not? Major 7, 9. Hey there, I got your fundamentals course on Udemy, learning lots. Hey, that's great. Wow, thank you. Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, I have a course called Musical Warp Drive, and it's all about theory and composition. The first part is available right now on Udemy, and the link is in the description. Very affordable. The next part, which is all about melody, scales, modes, arpeggios, chord tones, chromatics, all the single note stuff, is coming out like in a day or 2 days at most. I've just been waiting. Actually, just before I got on the stream, Udemy told me the course has been approved, which is great, and now I can release it. So I'm actually pretty stoked on that one. I think you guys are really going to like it. There's a lot of great information in there. So yeah, please enjoy. So let's see, can I just write in my own name and it's going to let me do that? I wonder. This is A minor 6, 9, 6, add 9 over C. A minor 6, add 9 over C. Hey, okay. E major 7 over B. It's actually E major 9. E add 9 is, I want to say on the old version of the chord track, I could just write in my own names and like it would be happy with that. And now I kind of feel like it wants to have its own names. It doesn't want to take mine. It's a good idea on the shortcuts and macros they provide in 5.1 are great. Okay, so I should double check. I haven't looked at it since I updated, so that's good to know. Okay, we had that chord. This was an F major. Hey, look at that. We got it. I think it's actually F major 9, because, you know, I put a 9 on everything. Who doesn't? Yeah, F sharp major 9. F sharp major 9 over A sharp. F sharp major 7th chords, those have E sharps in them, in case you didn't think that was a real thing. E sharp, just play an F sharp major 7 and there you go. Am I familiar with Ethio Jazz? Did you spell that right? Or if you did, then definitely not. I don't know what that is, but it sounds fantastic, whatever it is. F major 7, 9 over A sharp. And this chord was, I think this is just my A major, some kind of Lydian thing. A, B, E, major 7. Oh, we have no third in there? Really? Is that true? Oh, that's interesting. Okay. So, I mean, E major 7 over A, that's probably an interesting way to look at it, actually. E major 7 over A, why not? Let's go with that. Okay, so that's just for my reference for later, and I'm going to take this retro sound, if we can call it that, and just to kind of arpeggiate the lines a little bit. That sort of deal. Yeah. So I'm thinking of the chord names in my mind, of course, when I'm doing this. This is A major 7. This is A minor 6, 9. Going to the E major 9 over B. Check out Mulatu Astatki, the man who created Ethio Jazz. Okay, that would be great. I need some way to, let me like notate that first of all. Also, subvids, if you're not, I don't know if you are in the Discord or not, please join the Discord if you're not, so you can just like send that to me in there. That would be super helpful. Let's just get some notes. We're in a new world here. Okay, I can't write notes right now. I'll come back to the thing and check it out, or get in the Discord and post it there. That'd be super helpful. Okay, let's just get this line. Don't have Discord, sorry. Hey, that's fine. No worries. Then, like, in any other way, email me or message me or something. Like, I'll try to come back and find it here, but also I don't know for sure if that's going to happen. I wish I had set up a way to write something down. Oh, actually, I can do it. Hey, okay. Let's check it out. So it's Mulatu Astaki. There he is, Ethiopian. So the Ethio is the jazz part. I have heard Ethiopian jazz before, so I guess if that's the name of the thing, Ethio jazz is the name of the genre altogether. Nah. I don't know if that's a great line, but it's decent. Okay, kind of. Let's see. We're on the septuplet grid, right? Of course. This sound is what I'd like to play with. You would like to play with the sound I'm using or with the ethno jazz sound? Excuse me. Okay, so we are on the septuplet grid, I see. So let's get that. The chords are changing on that grid, so I just want to make sure we're kind of like in alignment with that. I think. Yeah. My mouse is glitching. Okay. Ethno jazz and your tune now combination. Okay. Okay, it's not like my favorite thing, but it's decent anyway. Let's get these. A major 7. What do you mean A major 7? I mean, that's okay. Let's put all the other instruments back in and... Like, no one's gonna hear that anyway. It's just gonna be like a texture. That's sort of the idea. Let's just get some backup and call back up. Here we go. Got unmuted. That's funny. I guess if anyone here doesn't know, that's how we started the tune. Hey, is I recorded this. Hey, Chris, thank you. That was my initial kind of blueprint. And we got to... Yeah. Decent. Okay. Okay. So now I want to hear the whole tune one more time because I'm going to start working on the next section, and I just want to kind of give my mind some space to see what ideas appear. Okay. Double M Pro. What VST sounds am I using? I am using Omnisphere, tried and true, all day, every day. You know, Omnisphere 2. Bunch of stuff in here. I'm using Serum all day, every day. Lots and lots of serums. I'm using Arcade from Output, which I'm about to use again right now, for some weird loops and stuff. That's what I use it for, is just creating crazy stuff. And then I'm using Addictive Drums for the drums, which you can't see because it's off screen. There it is, Addictive Drums. That's basically it. Thank you, Anahita. I'm glad you're digging it. I'm digging it too. I quite like it. It's wacky and wild, but like, the tune has a strong Sonic the Hedgehog vibe. That's so funny. I've had 3 people say that now, including myself. So 4 people. And yeah, I think that a lot of that early Sega, Nintendo music embodied a lot of like hip chord changes and interesting sounds in it, and was like actually super ahead of the time. I thought it was really some killer stuff there. A lot of this like Mario Kart stuff. I play stuff for my students sometimes, and they'll be like, that sounds like Mario Kart, because that's the only reference they have to hear sounds like that, right? To hear these kinds of like this stuff. And I grew up on that stuff too, of course. Play this bass line. I think you'll dig it if I haven't showed it to you already. Here's just the drums. And the bass line. Things to do. I actually have a series all about programming realistic drums on the channel in case you want to check it out. Everything's sidechained all the time, Thomas. life side change. Okay, wow, it's just crazy. Do you like a boss? Do you like using the drum pattern editor or the piano roll better? I like the piano roll better, absolutely. I mean, A, I grew up on it. B, there's so many things you can do with the piano roll that you can't do with the pattern editor. I think the pattern editor is a great way to learn about programming drums because everything is jut, 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 jut. You see the available slots, you fill the slots. The thing sounds like drums. Here, though, you can offset things in many different ways. You can flam things. You can have things be specific lengths of notes, right? Or short notes or all sorts of stuff. There's amazing flexibility. But you have to be good at reading a piano roll, of course, seeing where you are. And like, yeah, it takes some practice, but I think it's worth it. It's like, yeah, it's big for me, real big. Okay, so I did have an idea here. Okay, right in this, after this last note, I'm going to put in some kind of crazy something or other. I don't know what it's going to be. I mean, you know, that's going to happen based on this song. And it's going to be a transition for one bar, and then it's going to go into like something right here that's weird. And then there's a feel that I really am into these days, which is like this, was that even a tempo change? Am I hearing that right now? No. It's triplets in groups of two. So da 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 da, but da 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 da. I love that feel. So I think it's going to be a good contrast to what we've been hearing. I just need to get this fill done first. So the fill is going to come from, I hope, Arcade. And if you haven't seen Arcade before, basically it's just like it's hard to even explain. They have these lines or kits. For instance, they've just released the 60s line. So you come in here and then it's got all these kits, which are basically like groups of samples that have been created specifically for this. They're laid across the keyboard and you can manipulate them in certain ways. So you can listen to examples. So all this stuff will be inside this particular kit if I were to open it up, which is about as far away from what I'm trying to do as possible. So I'm gonna get away from that. And possibly, let's try... Nightmare. That actually sounds like what I'm looking for. Output updates constantly. It's actually amazing. I just bought the whole output bundle actually like last week, all of their everything. And I haven't had a chance to dig into it yet. I'll do a video on it soon, like trying to review the whole bundle and all that, but I really like their stuff. I think this might give me what I'm looking for. Yeah, the subscription thing, I know. They often do like 3 months free kind of stuff. Or you just like sign up for a month free and then like unsign up or remove your subscription. And then they'll be like, hey, actually, do you want 3 months free? Yes, I do. Let's try a couple more and then we'll... Some crazy stuff, hey? Okay, let's give this one a try. So when I push play, I get a little keyboard, and then I can just trigger these samples. Like, that's already pretty sick. Might be what I'm looking for. That too. That's actually pretty cool too. It's just madness. Let's just try something. I'm gonna try that one. It's just so interesting. Okay, so I might need to pitch that down, but we'll see. Yeah, it's like completely the wrong pitch, and this is not actually going to work. I wanted it to be intense, but then I realized it's the intensity is not going to do it for us right now. So let's go out of the Nightmare kit and instead go back to something like chopped. It's decent. Let's give that a shot. This is the chord I'm on at the moment, is A chord. Let's try that. So I'm going to put this one down right here. And then you can modify them with the black keys. Yeah, I'm just going with the flow right now. But I don't know. With tracks like this that are very, very complex, it's hard to make them like long, because that's like months of work. It's kind of interesting, that one. So I don't know which one I'll... that one. So I think it's this note. And then we can actually just bounce this out. That's the way I work with arcade. I don't know what other people do. I bounce each loop out, and then I create a new one. Let's just get that one in there as well. Just for whatever's sake. And then I should probably actually put a tail on it too. We'll bounce you out. Maybe we'll get one more in there as well. The fifth. Is there any reason to normalize once bouncing? Depends. If the volume is already decent, it doesn't matter. It just will make your waveform larger so you can see, but you might need to compensate by pulling the volume down again afterwards. I don't know exactly how it's going to pan out right now, so... Okay, I'm just going to record this one straight. Okay, and let's bounce this one out now. All this might be for nothing. Like, I don't actually know how this is going to flow. We're going to still have to manipulate it, but like... yeah, like, it's very weird already. Where am I here? Oh, I was tripping on this note. Oops. Ah, where's my thing gone here? Oh, of course. Yeah, of course. It's a B. I had my keys all mixed up. Hello, Harry. Hello, stranger. Welcome. So all these need to be... yeah, somehow we did like a little bit of a key change thing. All these need to be shifted down 2 steps. Oops, not up 2 steps. Minus a whole step. And also we can change their algorithm to be the complex one, time stretch algorithm, to be this one. That'll fit. Yeah. So we can bring these in maybe a little early, like, I wonder if we start it right on the chord. Let's see, what's the best way to do this? Perhaps we can mute this one for now. Wow, my mouse is just so glitchy today for some reason. And fade these ones in. And then right there, we can hit our new section. Maybe even keep the low one in as well. I don't know. Let's try. It's okay. Let's play from the top. Yeah, it's awesome. The time stretch algorithm ability here is cool. It's great. I've heard better ones. I think that the Ableton one is actually even better than the S1 one. I don't know that for sure. That's my impression, but you know, I would like to see it updated at some point too. What's up? Hey, I know I'm jumping tracks here, but I'm looking for your impact videos. Anyway, that sounds good. Thanks. So, my impact videos. Do I have impact videos? I think I do. They must be in the Studio One course somewhere, but I don't know for sure. You're not looking for the drum programming, you're looking for specifically impact stuff. Okay, it still needs some smoothing, but it will work. Let me just respond here. So you're looking for drums. When you say you're looking for the drum videos, do you mean literally how to use impact videos, or are you looking for programming drum videos? I think I have both. I like watching Ableton videos, the drum bus and the glue compressor. What's the stock equivalent? I know Fat Channel. Yeah, right, exactly. I think that's probably it. I haven't explored Fat Channel that much either myself. I'm not the best S1 ambassador at times. So yeah, I don't actually know for sure because I have my own plugins that I'm using for that stuff most of the time. So I'm not sure. Sorry about that. I'm hoping next project will be some mainstream EDM or some pop song. That's tough, man. I don't know that that's actually going to happen. At some point, I may do a tutorial on that as opposed to a live stream, but that stuff is not usually what I'm into making myself. So when I'm going to do a stream, it's tough for me to spend like a few weeks working on it, but I could do a video on making one, especially maybe like on remaking a particular song or something like that would be of interest to me. So we can give it a shot. Any and all impact stuff. Yeah. So if you just go check out this, the Studio One course, if you go to my channel and click on the playlist for the course, you'll find some videos in there on it. It's a little bit dated only because it's using an older version of Impact. All the principles are the same, but the new Impact has some features that I didn't cover in those videos. So, you know, I would say check them out, but also like there's some things that it's gonna be missing too. Okay, so this all ends like too abruptly right now. We're gonna put a cymbal swell for one thing here. So the way you can the way you can program cymbal swells is take like, I don't know, these kind of, we could try it actually on, we can try it just on 32nd notes first. It might need 64th notes, but we'll see. And we're gonna take the China on one side and my goodness, how many times am I gonna do that today? Like this. And then we're gonna take the same thing and put it on the crash on this side. And then we're gonna draw a line like this. And I think it needs to be shorter, and perhaps it needs to be on ride cymbals instead of those. So I have one ride cymbal here. And how fast is this, by the way? Can a drummer actually do this? Yeah, that's fine. Oops. And then we'll put this down on the other ride cymbal. I have two of them in this kit. Or yeah, there it is. And these guys will be pushed over, and all of them will go in a line. I think we're gonna have to increase the resolution though. Yeah. We can just try it and see. And then we'll... that sort of thing. I think I'm still going to have to smooth this out a bit. It's not really... I don't know what it is about it. It's like out of time a little bit or something. Is that what it is? Try 64th. Yeah, I think you might be right on that for sure. Then let's boost these waveforms so we can just look at where they're pulsing here. Yeah, so I can see that they're not really, they're coming early, I think. That one sounds decent. This one. It's a bit late, perhaps. Bring it a bit earlier. Or not. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe we're just used to a different feel. Something about it's not quite working, but I will do the 64th notes now. Switch these up to 64, like this. All you do is bring, oh my God, bring these up here, bring these down here, and once again, grab them and put them up in a line. So that's a lot of notes. Sounds kind of cool though. Okay, I'm gonna worry about this transition afterwards. I need to like get on the next part, and that's probably gonna tell me what I need to do. So one more time from the top, and then let's work on the new part. You like it a little uneven, a little more blurry. Like you mean the pulsing, the break stuff I've got there? Okay, good. Flows pretty well, actually. I don't mind it. On your point there, Anahit, I might try to actually offset the two. I didn't think about doing that before, which could be interesting. Maybe. Maybe not. And maybe panning them a little bit as well. Let's pan you this way and pan you that way. In fact, let's cross them. So you're gonna start here and you're gonna end here, and you are gonna do the opposite. And maybe we can bring this one back in. To do the swell you have to draw more 64th notes staggered, more than 2 lines, about 4 on different. To do the swell you want, you have to draw more 64th notes staggered, more than 2 lines. I don't know what you mean. I have 2 different cymbals. I'm imagining a drummer is doing this. They're holding 2 hands out, right? You see that? They do that thing pretty often because it becomes unrealistic. Already it's unrealistic. I don't think anybody can play it this cleanly, but you know. I'm on 64th notes now, so I'm not exactly sure what you mean yet. But I'm gonna leave it for now. I'm gonna come back to that swell and this whole thing in a minute. I just want to. Cymbals aren't the problem here. What's the problem, Harry? Let me know. So let's try to. Can we use something we've already got? Maybe not. Hey, what's this sound like? Yeah, I might need a new instrument for this. So, oh yeah, I had an idea earlier today. This is probably something that all of you do already, and I'm just like a noob, is I realized that I can have multiple MIDI tracks controlling the same instrument. That's nothing new, but we can do that and separate the song into sections that way. And that's something I've actually never done before. And let me just give it a quick try because it could be cool. And if it works out, maybe it will help you guys as well. So like, for instance, I have the intro section and I'm gonna save before I do anything here because I could just completely screw it all up. Let's go save as, and I'm just gonna go V2. Are you using stock instruments? Jesus, hello. No, I'm not using stock instruments, not in this case. I have another series that's on Tuesdays that's all using stock instruments, doing orchestral music at the moment. But for now, yeah, I'm definitely not using anything stock. I think it'll be okay if we keep going on forward with the transaction. What's the transaction? The transition, you mean? I like music. Hey, what's up? Okay, we're gonna put these things together. Here's my goal. I'm gonna create a new folder. Let's see. Can I just create a straight folder track from here? Yeah, I can. We'll call this, I don't know, part A. No, we're gonna call this Sonic. Sonic Jam. And we only need one of these. So in the Sonic Jam folder, I'm gonna put all of the elements that go with the Sonic Jam thing. However, I don't want to drag just this whole track up because it has all this other stuff on it too. So my idea is if I copy this, it's copying the, okay, never mind. If I do this instead, duplicate this, put it in here, then I can hopefully, without screwing anything up, pull this up to here. Correct. Can I actually do that? I think so. And so this track and this track are controlling the same thing. So this is Sonic Piano. And then I'm going to do the same thing here. We'll duplicate this guy. Really what I need to do is group these 2 tracks together into like a multi-instrument, but whatever. And we're going to grab everything that pertains to that part and throw it up there. Now, that's fine. So this is Sonic Synth. Does it make sense what I'm doing here? I'm going to now duplicate this and put you up here and call you Sonic Bass. Grab the bass part. And then the chord slide only ever happens there, so I can move its whole track up. And then we're going to duplicate the drums too. This is going to be Sonic drums. I probably should have, actually, let's do that. move this over first. Not yet to me, but I'm excited. Okay. Like I said, I've never tried this before, and it would actually be super cool if this works out the way I imagine it to. Okay, look at that. Now we've got this whole section empty here. All of the parts that relate to whatever, the sonic section, are now all next to each other. And these are duplicates, meaning they're just MIDI channels, they're not new instruments, but they're sending their MIDI data to the same instruments that these ones are. So I have this track controlling the synth, and I have this track controlling the synth. I'm only duplicating them so I can get these ones close together without ruining these ones being close together. So now that I've got this, I can close my folder down on the Sonic Jam section, and I can create a new folder that is heavy bit, like this. And I can put all the heavy bit stuff in there. And for now, that means I can actually just grab everything and stick it in there. And also, I can grab all of these. And these. And this. Are these actually in this section? No, they're not. I didn't put any of these in the folder. Okay. There we go. And these. Amit, hello, welcome. Great to see you here. There we go. Okay, so let me try to explain what it is I'm doing if it wasn't clear. Now I've got a new folder that's called Heavy Bit. I can close that. Omni 1, let's put this at the top. These are my unused instruments. So let's put all the unused stuff up at the top for now. The West Coast thing, that needs to go in here as well, actually. Oh no, not in the Sonic Jam. It needs to go in the Heavy Bit. Okay, so now, great, now I'm neat and tidy. Why does this one have like these lines and this one doesn't? I don't know what's up with that. Anyway, so I've got duplicates then. I've got duplicate MIDI tracks being sent to an instrument so that I can have the instrument controlled from this track and the instrument controlled from this track, which allows me to organize my session in such a way that I don't have to be constantly scrolling up and down, jumping over tracks, but also I get to make it clean. Everything that ends here ends there. Everything that ends here ends here. And we're going to have a new folder for the new section starting after here. So the track will progress in this vertical way or this diagonal way with the beginning sections and the ending sections, but all the tracks are just duplicates of each other being sent to the same instrument rather than having to make actually new instruments or having to have the whole thing be messy. Like I say, probably a lot of people do this already, and I'm just like new to the party because seems like a pretty obvious thing to do, but somehow in my 15 years of music production, I've never done it once. So hooray, we've arrived at something cool. The template, we can just make you tiny for now. Okay, hopefully that made sense to you guys. If not, sorry, ask a question. Also, if you're enjoying the stream, please leave it a like if you can. That really helps out the channel and the stream to get sent to more people. And as I mentioned, please check out the links in the description for today. There's a Discord link there if you want to chat music with me, and there's also a link to my course, Musical Warp Drive, on composition and theory, at least the first part of it. The second part of it should be out like tomorrow or the next day, which is all about melody. And it's all about writing melodies, actually. Tons of compositional exercises and all the information you need to know about scales, modes, arpeggios, chord tones, chromatics, articulation. Everything to do with melody is all in that, and it's like on Udemy, so it's literally costs peanuts. Like, it's just a no-brainer, I mean, as far as I'm concerned. So let's get on to the new section here. I'll play one more time from the top for anyone who's new, and then we will continue on. Okay, so I have no idea if this next part's going to work. How many times do I have to say that, hey? Every time I try something new. I get it, I like it, but I worry about changing parameters and messing up the first bit if I'm following correctly. Yes, so the difference is changing parameters and stuff. This MIDI track is linked to a single channel in the mixer, as is its duplicate MIDI track down here, also called chord synth. Or is that the one I selected, chord synth? Sonic synth. Sonic synth is linked to this chord synth. Okay, let's make sure I'm not tripping out on this and it's actually gonna work. So this one is that. Yeah, so when I select this, it selects this channel. And when I select this chord synth, it selects something else, which is not that channel, which is interesting. What's it even doing? I don't even know. So it's still that one. It's just not selecting it. I mean, here it is. It says channel chord synth. So I don't know why that happens. It doesn't like highlight the channel for me like this one does. I'll have to figure that out later. But it's not two different channels. So all the parameters that I mix, if I put an EQ on this, it applies to both MIDI tracks, so to speak, because they're controlling the same channel. So I don't think there's any changing parameters. Like if I change this volume, I expect this volume to also change simultaneously. Like let's just try that. Yes. So that'll go for all panning, all automation, all everything. Everything I do to this channel gets done to every duplicate of that channel. And if I want to do something unique to one, I will duplicate the instrument completely, if that makes any sense. Okay, so I'm going to move on to a new section here, and I'm going to start with, what instruments do I not have showing? I have Omni 2. Why don't we bring that out? And we can enable you. And let's just go find something cool here. My idea for this next part is some kind of counterpointy thing. That's the idea anyway. And let's see what we can do. I'm gonna grab, I just love clicking the retro land thing. I don't know why, I'm obsessed with retro stuff. It was actually pretty cool already. Actually, like, super cool. I was not intending to do a bass register thing, but now with this thing sounding so cool in the low register, I mean, maybe that's what we should do. So we're coming out of an A major blah blah chord. Which means my key now should be C sharp if I'm hearing it. Yeah, so C sharp minor is where we are now. And let's see if we can find some kind of cool riff here. Yeah. let's just start with that anyway and see if it's even worth pursuing. So, can I play it? Probably not. Ay, ay, ay. Got it. I think I got mixed up thinking about what made the channel automation is in read versus write manipulating clips. Right. Also, Thomas, I said that a long time ago. I wonder if you're actually live on the stream. That goes for everybody. Sometimes this happens. You get lagged with the stream. You can try pushing the live button in the bottom left or refreshing the page. Like sometimes people are a few minutes behind where I'm at. Okay, I'm just gonna try recording this. Maybe. What happened to my click? Okay, we're just gonna have to draw the rest in because I'm just not there with the piano skills, unfortunately, to play that kind of fast stuff. With some practice, I could play. Over triplets. Ay, cancel, please. There we go. No. So. And then maybe like a Okay, we're gonna try something to maybe like I like music. Of course, I'm going out of scale. That's my life, man. No, but this first part is all in key. If I could play it. And then I'm gonna go out of key for a minute after that. I just need to like try to get some stuff that sounds halfway decent first. I'm gonna do this cool harmonic move that I'm a huge fan of. I'll try to play it just on a keyboard here for a second so that you can hear what I mean. Sure, why not? The sound is this. Let's see if I can, where's my, I'm in C sharp minor. So then I'm going to A major 7, then I'm going to F minor 9, F sharp minor 9, and then I'm gonna do this thing where we go D major up to G sharp 7, and then back. That's the move at the end there. Isn't that a cool sound? Love that. So dark. It's you just take the flat 2 to the 5 to the 1. And if you invert the flat 2, normally you get better. Actually, that's even better, so I should probably figure that out. These notes need to be overlapping so that they become legato. Hades vibes. All day. Okay, I need to think what I'm actually trying to do here. So from this, let's go into, let's just do it right here. So that's pretty cool. Do-do-do-do-do-do. It's a weird move, but I like it. And it will loop. And I have to thank you for the recommendation, like the game. I love the game. If anyone's a gamer out there, play Hades. Wow, it's just amazing, actually. Soundtrack is amazing, and the game is just beautiful and fun to play. Okay, I like that. Let's try to put some effects on this sound. I don't have this showing up anywhere, do I, right now? Where is it? Omni 2-1. That's the jazz vibe now. What, this bass line's the jazz vibe? Okay, I'm gonna put I know it's already like hella distorted, but we're just gonna distort it some more because, actually, do I have my new distortion plugin? Yes. Activate the plugin, no! Triplets give the jazz vibe, yeah. Let me just quickly do this, guys, sorry. Because like this is the new output thingy. Are you not gonna tell me my products in here? Effects, thermal, buy now. What, you don't think? God damn it. Okay, so I have to do that later. I have to go online to get the activation thing. But I do have thermal. I'm stoked about it. I just can't use it today, unfortunately. Okay, we're gonna use Saturn then. Not like that's a bad thing. Saturn is awesome. So I'm thinking about automating this parameter to like give some that's this kind of thing. So we'll try a couple of different ways of doing that. One is we'll add a envelope generator, and we can potentially like, oh, not an envelope generator, sorry, an envelope follower. Triplets can be used in any music, of course, but it is like traditionally traditionally. It's very, very common in jazz. I mean, swing is basically like a triplet thing, right? Swing rhythms. So I understand where he's coming from. Envelope follower. I'm not really sure how to use this. I'm just like flailing around randomly, hoping it's going to work. But it's not. So I'm going to screw it. I'm just going to like draw it in and make something cool. So let's just go right, and we'll just go like this. And then we'll work on that later, but that's pretty cool, hey? What do you guys like best? Do you like the broken tube? Or the old tape? Broken tube. The old tape. All right, let's do that. Let's try to put some feedback in there. Should be moving this around too, hey? That sounds pretty sick. Whoa, that's cool. Okay, we'll just do an LFO. Okay, maybe I can get this to work. I don't know exactly. My Saturn programming skills are pretty weak. My fab filter evaluation period is ending for both Saturn II and the Pro Q. Oh, damn. Well, you missed the sale, right? It was the Black Friday. It was like 25% off or something. But yeah, I mean, Christmas sale probably is going to happen too. Dudes are just expensive, though. Okay, I like that. What happens if we put an OTT? Kind of gross. Yeah, I like it without OTT. But I will put another Saturn on there and restore it to default. Now we're going to compress that like crazy. Sorry to like make you listen to that for so long. Okay. Wish we could make the stock S1 EQ bigger. Ah, yeah. Can you not? I wonder, hey? That's interesting. I've never tried, but you're probably right. At least it looks nice now. Like, I don't mind it. Have you heard of some Snarky Puppy songs? They're some of the best jazz bands. Of course. Big Snarky Puppy fan. Many years listening to those guys. Definitely an inspiration of mine. If you guys don't know Snarky Puppy, check them out. Hari Poon, if you don't know about Dirty Loops, check them out. They got a vibe similar to like the first part of my song here sometimes. I mean, the new Dirty Loop stuff, honestly doesn't do it so much for me, but like in the past, they were super sick. So let's just do some EQ. I like that. I like the notch filter. So I have a little notch filter thingy that I got. It's free. It's called Stagecraft Auto Filter. Register. Really? I've already registered this. Do I actually have to do it again? I don't even know what. It's free. Make me register the thing. God damn it. Give me the free cereal, please. Thanks. Check your product. Oh my god. Okay, never mind. Can't deal with that on a stream at the moment, so you know. Let's go for Simplon, perhaps. Simplon doesn't have any like. What can do this for me? What can do this for me? And this doesn't even have the type of filters I want. Okay, so never mind. We'll just automate the EQ then. Why not? Okay, so we're just gonna write some automation there. Kind of like that. And then we're gonna work on this automation afterwards to make it like longer and more interesting. We can actually just duplicate this for now, join these, and then get the loop to go over. Oopsie. Get the loop to go over double. What's my keyboard shortcut right now? There we go. Oh my god. God damn it, I'm writing these parameters. I want to control those high frequencies like that. Sometimes they like whip in there and they're way too hot. So we can do that with like a multi-band compression, or just a regular compressor with a filtered thingy. What should we do? Let's try it like this. We're gonna go here and we'll say side chain, internal side chain, everything above like, I don't know, 1,000. And we're just gonna like clamp down on them pretty strong. Right, this is gonna clamp the whole thing down. Okay, yeah, I actually need a multi-band compressor. This one's not gonna work. Sidechain game is strong. I'm obsessed with it, bro. Did I just get rid of the wrong thing? No, right? No. No? No. So we can use the built-in multiband, which actually you can turn into an OTT as well. I did that a little while ago. You can like manipulate it to get some pretty cool stuff. Multiband dynamics. Hey, this looks new and refreshed as well. So let's see. I just want to grab everything from like, this stuff doesn't matter to me right now. I'm just gonna grab everything like 1,000 and above. And so the theory behind this is just that if you hear frequency bands that are poking out of the sound that you don't want to be, you want to somehow crunch those down without affecting the rest of the sound. And that's what multiband compression is all about. So I'm hearing these flare-ups that keep appearing, and I just want to make sure I clamp those. But before I do that, I'm gonna just grab my EQ just to make sure I can see. It's more like yeah, it's almost like 4,000 and above. So let's maybe try that. Bring this up to 4-ish. And yeah, we're just gonna like really go for it. And except I don't know how to read this thing because I don't use this thing very often, so. There we go. Because if we did a cut in the EQ, it would mess with the other bands. It's just I want to have the full high frequencies for most of the time. It's only when they get boosted too high that I want to bring them down, because most of the time it sounds cool. The balance sounds nice. So if I just cut them out in the EQ, I could use a dynamic EQ on the Pro Q, actually. That would also work as this sort of a similar idea, but I want them there for all of the sound except when they start to peak. That's the reason. So this is doing much better. So we're getting like, here it says sometimes up to like 24 dB of reduction. So much of mixing is actually like pretty simple. And I think that there's maybe some I had the experience where it's like, oh, it's so complex. I need to learn. Only the professionals know how to do all the stuff. But if you just think about it in like a elementary sort of way, just you hear things that jump out of the mix and you must control them, or you hear frequencies that there's too much of a for certain frequency area, so you cut it out, or the dynamics are too intense, so you compress them and you think, how fast do I need to compress them? It's a quick sound or it's a slow sound. It's actually not that complicated to do most mixing tasks. And I think that like people who are mix engineers primarily, just like I do when it comes to compositional stuff, get into the super nitty gritty, super techie, nerdy stuff because that's what they're into and they love it. And I think that's great. I'm not into it so much. I'm into the utilitarian mixing. How do I get my mix to sound clean, big, punchy, whatever? I'm done with it. I don't want to do anything beyond that because I'm not that interested in that kind of stuff. I'm interested in my notes, my rhythms, my sounds, that sort of thing. Mixing is more, utilitarian for me. And it's really not that difficult. It's just learning to listen in a new way and also trusting your ear, saying like, right, I can hear that. I can hear that these high frequencies are too much, or I can hear that whatever. And then you just start trying to work out what's the tool I have that can balance that. Knowing your tools, knowing what the potential problems are, it's actually kind of simple. And of course, I'm in a privileged position. I spent 15 years working on it. It's pretty simple, man. You just do this, you just do this. But honestly, like it's not as complicated as a lot of people make it seem. And then the second half, we need a different pattern here. Yeah. Trust your ears. Yes, that's what I really have to do. That's it. That's really it. Pattern's not perfect, but it's close. Oh, that could be cooler, actually. Musical Warp Drive is also going to have a whole section on bass, writing bass lines for non-bassists. I am kind of a bassist in that I'm a guitar player and I understand how to play bass and I've played it decently, but I'm not like an actual bass player. However, I've thought a lot about writing bass, and like bass lines like this that outline chords maybe aren't so obvious to a lot of people about how to write, but they are pretty cool, and there's a lot of stuff you can do with bass, so I'm going to devote a section of the Warp Drive course just to writing bass lines, I think. This sounds like the bass in Stranger Things title theme. Yeah, probably correct. That's where I'm at too. Critical listening is a skill to develop. Writing orchestral music, I use EQ very lightly, but I want to make a beat tape, so this is a great to watch and learn. That's great. Yeah, exactly. I'd love to hear your beat tape, please. Show me. From the top. Wow, how different is this, hey, from the part we're working on. We are going to get back to this part later. Okay, this is going to be interesting to transition into this. We will figure it out. My feeling is that this rhythm, da-do, 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 is going to make the transition into the triplets more difficult, and we might need to lose the rhythm on these parts. I don't know for sure, but that's my sense. Also, let's think. Okay, the transition will come. I've learned this in the past many times. I just make a section that is awesome and works well, and I know will fit into the tune, and then comes the like puzzle pieces, fitting them together. And that's some of the most fun parts for me, actually, is writing transitional pieces between sections. And it's hard to know what to do like this until I've actually got the new section. So now that we hear that this is going to be this kind of triplet vibe, we can start thinking about it. I'm going to build this loop out a little bit right now with drums and stuff, just so I have a sense of where it's going to go, and then come back and stretch it. Me as a guitarist, the only thing that drawbacks me is not being able to play keys properly, even if I know music theory. It takes time to put ideas in a MIDI. I know, trust me, I'm a guitar player primarily, actually. That's my main instrument. So I know exactly what you're talking about. I don't know if you have the course, the Musical Warp Drive Part 1, but there's a whole bunch of keyboard exercises in there for learning how to play chords fast, to grab ideas quickly. What you want to learn is what we call composer's piano. You know, you just, you don't have to be able to play like something amazing, a performance. You just have to be able to grab chords quickly, see chords quickly, see scales quickly. Or, as Thomas says, use something like Scalar 2, where you can basically input chords without having to work so hard. That's also another way to do it. The transition's all right. What about making the bass part a little slower in the beginning and then increase the tempo? Perhaps. I think what we'll do is first flesh this loop out, and once it's fleshed out, we're going to be able to see what we need to do to make the transition smoother. But I do like the idea. It's kind of cool, actually, to like start slow. Now that we've got all the effects on this sound, we can also go in and make changes to the sound, and it will make a huge difference to the end result. That's sometimes a cool thing to try too. This thing is pretty simple though. Like one option we could have would be to try something like this. Okay, what happened there? Oh, I see. Okay, that's obviously not working out. The bass part's too energetic to start with. Yeah, you might be right. And perhaps we end up playing the bass part with a different instrument to begin with, higher up. And then when the drums come in or whatever, we actually throw it into the bass part. That could also work. Could be kind of cool. So for now, da-dums. There's so many feels here. John, hello. Welcome. neoclassical thing. That's exactly what I'm going for. Too, maybe at some point. I'm gonna start with something like that, pretty like open. Okay. So you've chosen the two most difficult for combining, my respect. Yeah, so my favorite sounds are jazz sounds. In terms of like harmony, I love jazz harmony and I love classical minor harmony. Those are my favorites. So I always try to combine them. Fat, jazzy chords with super dark, melodic minor classical chords. I also love all the electronic sounds, you know, like heavy basses and stuff. So I'm trying to put it all together. Jazz harmony, classical counterpoint vibes with heavy electronic sounds. That's like my deal. We need the snare to have a massive reverb in this section. Whoa, that's cool. Sometimes when you stop the bass, because of the resonance I have on it, it makes this crazy sound. And hopefully we can even get a recording of that somehow. Let's see. Like that. Right. It's almost like metal. Like a riff you'd hear in a metal song. Okay, let's get the reverb on the snare. I've got a reverb on the snare already, but it's kind of like a room reverb. Sounds like this. Let's just listen to the snare. I'm not sure where that other sound is coming from, but whatever. So we'll send this to drum verb 2, and then we'll turn drum verb 2 on. Where are you? Wow, you're way over here, my goodness. And let's just get something massive. We'll just make our own here. I need to reorganize all my tracks. It's a mess. Now, something cool that you probably hear sometimes in some EDM stuff is that the guys will put spikes on their reverb EQ, for instance, like this. And they'll emphasize one frequency. I don't know what to choose right now, but... You know, like that. Kind of sounds like a sonar device. Like that one's pretty cool right there, actually. That'll do for the moment. Let's just make sure we automate this so that it's not in the rest of the song. Do-dee-dee-da-dee-dee-dee-da-do-dee-doo. Where'd that automation just go? Oh, no. Yeah, where is it? So here's this one. Let's add audio, snare, sends, drum verb 2. Huh. What's going on here? Why am I not being able to figure this out? Snare, send level. It's not showing up anywhere. Right? Because here we got send level 1. So what's going on? Weird. Okay. Perhaps let's try this. Remove automation of the send level. And then we'll put it in up here manually. And let's see. Yeah. Audio, snare, sends. There we go. Okay. So we'll set it here, and then everything before that will be nothing. Okay, I think this retro sound might go with this kind of vibe. No, it's not doing it for me. No, that's not going to do it either. I don't know if I should go on the straight triplet vibe like that. I like the sound. Hey, Thomas, that's great. Thank you. I don't mind that. Let's try it. Kind of weird, kind of cool. File's too big and there's a third of the whole thing. Yeah, so when you post on Discord, unfortunately, until I'm like balling and I'm gonna upgrade my Discord server because there's like 100 people in there, you have like a limit on the file size. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's 10 megabytes. So you need to encode the audio files to be like, yeah, either MP3, 320 or 192, or even use like an OGG Vorbis format or something like that. It's all right. to turn it way down, but let's try to... I'm gonna have to obviously make some changes to it, but I'm just gonna get a vibe here. This is insane. Maybe. So yeah, I wonder if we just like take the bass line and just take the first bar and put it on a different sound. Oh my God. Put it on a different sound like this, like, no, like the retro sound, wherever that is, up here. And put it up like 2 octaves or something. Put it on your channel when you're done. Yeah, that's great. Then you can just post the video. This is going to work out pretty well, I think, once I get it sorted the way I want. Yeah, that's great, Thomas. I'm excited to hear what you're doing. Let's put this up an octave. 2. Smacks. let's get some perspective, and then I'm probably going to call it a day. We're almost at, well, 12:20, over 2 hours now, but let's give it a shot from the top. Shit's insane. We need to preemptively give the triplet vibe a little bit. Should we go for to double the length on this? Or just like that? Yeah, the next stream will be on Tuesday, Hari, for the orchestral game music thing. 7 p.m. Pacific time. We could also throw that filter across this whole section that we had earlier. That might be a cool idea too. Like this. Okay. Maybe without it. So right here, I'm going to try to give the triplet vibe right away. Yeah, didn't really work out so hot. Perhaps we can even start without the upper notes. Yeah, exactly, Hari. I think the same. Maybe it needs the upper notes. They seem to be quieter. Crash here. And then a couple splashes. What's the plugin that I'm using? Is that what you're asking? Yeah, Harry's right. About increasing the side chaining for this section to just make it like even fatter. If we, oh, am I missing? I'm missing my side chaining altogether right now, aren't I? Trav, thanks. Yeah, it's pretty far out, man. It's pretty wild. I'll play it from the top so you can check it out. It's nothing like that to begin with. I feel like on this downbeat, it needs to just be like a volcano is exploding, you know, like just madness for that one hit. So, let's try something. Let's try automating the amount that we are sending the side chain. Nick, hello. What would happen if the lead, sustain, and fade into that empty measure as the last transition happens? You mean they sustain over the transition? Is that what you're talking about? Because that would actually be an interesting idea for sure. Let's automate this send. Where did it go? How come my sends are not showing up when I click automate? Is this because of like the duplicating thing I was doing? Oh, here we go. Is this the one? Yeah. Just feels abrupt. Yeah, okay. You said that too. I must have missed that. Sorry. Okay, yeah, I will try that. Give me 1 sec here. I'm gonna just try to bump this up like 6 dB. So how about we just do it just for like the one first hit? That would be fine, hey? What is this set at? -6. Okay, I make the vibrato by using an LFO that automates the pitch. LFO that automates the pitch, and then I'm ramping it up using the mod wheel, basically. That's all it is. the leads extending over. The notes will work too. That's actually pretty sick. And you know what? We could also do like this. This part is insane, man. Like strings. That might be next time. Thanks, Thomas. Yeah, so that's gonna have to be for next time, though. What can I do? What can I do? I'm gonna put an arranger track here that says add strings. I just bought the Spitfire Studio Orchestra bundle with their strings, their brass, their woodwinds. I haven't even downloaded it yet, but I'm so stoked. By the time we start this next time, I will have downloaded them and we can put them in here and it's gonna be killer. For now, I'll play one more from the top just to cap off the stream and then I'll see all of you next time. Do you have them, Thomas? Okay, yeah, I don't have the pro version either. Okay, we're in agreement. It's gonna be cool. You guys didn't know Megan wasn't here the whole time. She had another commitment, which is always sad. She's my biggest fan, so you know. I was actually trying to go overtime just enough that she'd be able to join, just to say hello to everybody. I'm here and it's bopping. That's the whole idea. We got it going on. I use it more these days since it's a dry library. That's why I bought it. I don't like reverb baked into things in general, and so I'm super stoked to give it a shot. I'm glad that you've given it a try as well. So yeah, we'll add the strings, maybe some brass to this later. Wow, it's gonna be fucking mad. Strings here, man. Woo. Jeez. lines could be sick. Oh my god, there's so many possibilities. I gotta bounce, guys, though. I got some other stuff I have to do today, unfortunately, but it's been a pleasure being with you as always. I always have so much fun with all of you. So thank you for being here. Thanks for your support. Once again, check out the links in the description if you want to be in touch with me or check out my course. The new course on melody is coming out like tomorrow or the next day. I don't know for sure, but it got verified today that it's all good. So that's what I'm going to be working on to get that ready for you. And hopefully you enjoy it. I think it's actually pretty amazing. I'm very stoked on it. So yeah, thanks everybody. And I will see you on Tuesday. So 2 days from now, Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. Pacific time, we'll work on the orchestral song using stock instruments, not using the Spitfire stuff, you know, trying to make the best out of the instruments that come with Studio One, which I'm pretty stoked on as well. That song's going pretty well at the moment. Great. Yeah, please join the Discord and let me know what kind of videos you'd like to see. Videos and courses. I'm in that mode right now. I'm looking for ideas for new courses, for new videos. I'm happy to make stuff for you guys. I really like it. I like doing it. I'm glad you all are benefiting from it. So yeah, have a great rest of your day. And I appreciate you all very much. So I will see you all soon. Have a great rest of your day. And let me say that one more time. Have a great rest of your day, guys. Great rest of your day. Bye.